Alright, what is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be making another video kind of similar to ones that I've done in the past, unboxing some cool stuff. This one I'm technically going to split it up into two parts because I have one of these packages now and then the other one I'm going to get in like probably a week. They are all both going to be combined in this video, but it's just going to be me opening this one and then I'm going to be opening the other one. So this won't be uploaded for probably another couple weeks. If there's any like weird differences, there's kind of a little bit of a time jump here. But basically, I ended up ordering a few kind of rare and hard to find consoles, like some weird stuff that was never released here, actually from China. Now, I made a video ordering stuff from Japan before, and there was some cool stuff, but surprisingly, there's a lot of interesting things that were only released in like a couple countries in Asia, and not even released in Japan. So things like, you know, Hong Kong, Taiwan, things like that. And I've ordered like fake shoes from China before, so I kind of know how the process works. I know some of the services you could use, so I thought I might as well use those to try to buy some secondhand video games. So this is just one item, this box here, but I'm gonna have, I think, 4 more. But anyway, here, I ripped the label off the best I can. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to get on camera, but let's just get opening. So it looks like they might have opened it. Oh no, that's just a crease, okay. I was seeing if they opened it when it went through customs. So I know that's an issue with shoes. If you order some like fake Jordans or something, they might take them. So inside there's like this pink bag. Nice that they kind of packaged it well. Let me try to be careful with this. I don't want to actually scratch the item. And then another bag. I don't know what this is from exactly. We're getting into it though. Yep, I see it. Okay. Now my biggest fear is that this got somehow damaged in shipping. Ooh. Okay. So here it is. And it looks just as good as it should. This is just like a burned VCD. I have no clue what's on it, but it came with it. Basically, if you guys don't know, which a lot of you probably don't because this is a very weird out there system, this is a VCD PlayStation 1. So it is the same model as like that original one, basically like the 5000 series. I think it's the 5000 series. So it has, you know, all the AV out. It has the serial port, the parallel port. Unfortunately, it's missing this cover, but I mean, it's fine. Oh, it does have a tiny little crack here. But instead of it being model 5000, it's model 5903. And as you can see, 110 through 240. So it's a multi-voltage power supply, which is cool because that means I don't need to use any type of converter or anything to plug it in here. And you might not be able to tell from this picture, but the color of this is actually different than a normal PS1. So let me grab my other one and I'll show you. So here's the VCD PS1, here's a normal PS1. So yeah, it's a pretty big difference. Just looking at it, like if I take this one out, it doesn't really look that much different. Like most people probably wouldn't tell if it was just sitting on a shelf. Aside from obviously it saying video CD, but yeah, it is really cool because it's closer to the color of the PS1 Slim. So yeah, here's my PS1 Slim. So you see the color is almost the same. This one's a little more gray. I think this one's just yellowed, which is a little unfortunate, but I mean, it happens. So if you just look at the buttons, it is pretty much the same shade, just the actual body of it is yellowed, unfortunately. This is like a really cool edition of the PS1 that not many people know about, and as you could tell from it being called a VCD PS1 and it's saying video CD, it supports native video CD playback, which normal PS1s can't unless you have like this little adapter that goes on the back. So it's really cool. The main thing I'm curious about is if this has a mod chip. Just because it has a burnt VCD, I don't know if those have any protection. But I've heard apparently if you mod these, it makes the VCD portion not work. So I'll definitely have to mess around and test that, because if they did a mod where I could use any region games, that would be really cool. But basically, I'm just going to use this as a Japanese PS1 that I don't need a converter for, because normal Japanese PS1's power supply is 100 volts, and that's it, or 110 or whatever, instead of 120, which is what we have here. So being able to use it on anything is really nice, because I don't like using my converter. I mean, it's fine, but I'd rather avoid it if possible. But yeah, anyway, that's it for this first part. This is the only item that was in that package, but I will definitely continue this on in probably a week when I get the other ones and show those off to you guys, because there's some really cool ones in there. So I'll see you then. Alright guys, so I'm back with my part 2. This package just came in the mail like probably 2 minutes ago. I thought it got lost. I was actually starting to get kind of nervous because I didn't get any update from it after leaving New Jersey for like over a week. Of course, I contact the company, and an hour after I contact them, I received the package. Here it is. It's a relatively large box, so it's mostly on camera. I'm gonna open it up off screen like before, just in case there's you know, some kind of packing slip or whatever that has info on it. Okay, it looks like I'm good on packing slips or whatever. Here's here's the box. So let me just start pulling things out one by one and showing them to you guys. I think I got 3 things in this package. Here's the first one. I do have a story about one of them. It's a little unfortunate, but whatever. It'll be fine. I got a plan for it, and it is this one, I believe. Yes. Okay. So I ordered a lot of different iQue products, which are China's version of a ton of Nintendo consoles. And I ordered this iQue GBA SP, but I realized if you look down there, you see how those speaker holes don't look super great. Let me grab an actual GBA just to show you. So next to each other, you see how those speaker holes are way bigger? The main reason for that is because this has actually been reshelled. It is an original iQue board, like this was an iQue GBA, but the shell on it is unoriginal. So I contacted the seller, because I found this out after I'd already shipped it, and they're sending me the original shell that came on it, which had a very slight crack, like down here. But I'll basically just get that one and then replace the shell, do a swap of it, so I have a fully original GBA SP. It's also got this plastic case on it, so I'm trying to pull that off without damaging anything. But yeah, you can see, I'm pretty sure this sticker might be something from that shell, but it's a AGS 101, which is really nice. Seems to work. Sound works. Everything's good with that. But yeah, it is very clear that this is not the original shell, which is a little unfortunate. I wish I kind of read into that more, but whatever. And this also came with this power cord here, which would actually come in handy because I don't have a USB one. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, I'll probably make a video in the future reshelling this, just because I just recently did my first reshell the other day, and now that I kind of know what I'm doing, I could hopefully not mess this up. But yeah, a little unfortunate, but it's still really cool. Alright, here's the next one. I hope these barcodes don't mean anything. I don't think so. Okay, so this is the big one. This is the really important one here. So some of you guys might know what this is, some of you guys might not. But this is basically a Nintendo 64, which may seem kind of weird, but in China there was a ban on video games from, I think it was like mid to late 90s up until like 2015. So because of that, there were some loopholes, and this was one of them. They could sell this because under their laws, this doesn't technically count as a video game console. So they were able to sell this, which is just an N64. So manufactured 2004. They were actually making these for a very long time. And it plays N64 games, but they're all kind of downloaded to this memory card here. I don't know what's on this, and I'm not going to know what's on it for a little bit because I do not have a power cord for this, and it uses a very specific proprietary cable right here that does video and power. There's two different things you can do. You can either solder your own cable, which I'm thinking about doing, or I actually ordered a second one of these just because I want to try to get all of the games on the official memory cards. I know you can mod them, but I'd like to have all the games kind of legally downloaded. So I want to get a couple of these, or at least a couple memory cards, just so I can play everything. And that one actually came with a power cable, so I could use that cable on this one and that one, but I still do want to try to make my own at some point. I already ordered all the parts I need for it, so maybe that'll be a video, but I don't know. This is a really, like, nice feeling controller, and this stick, I don't know if it's any different than the N64 stick, but it is a lot tighter than they usually are. Like, it does not feel worn down or anything, and you can see it's not starting to kind of sag like they usually do. So that's really nice. Obviously, nothing plugged into it, so I can't really do much. When I get everything for it, I will make another video just showing this off, because it is really cool, but I mean, it just looks awesome. This is definitely one of the most, like, weird, obscure things I own, aside from the PS1 that I showed earlier in this video. And we are finally on to the last item here. There was supposed to be 4 items in this package, actually, but one of them, like, the seller just stopped responding and never shipped it out, so I had to get a refund, and I already shipped this out by the time that all happened. But I will be including that with the next iQue player, the other one that I said I ordered. That out of here. It comes with this, which I cannot use, and I should not use because it is, I don't know if you could see there, 220 volt. So this should not be plugged into an American outlet. So I'll keep that one just around in case I ever go to Europe or something, but yeah. So this here, it comes in this little case. I don't really know what this is from. Case is kind of gross. I don't really want to be touching this, I'm going to be honest. So let me take that out of here. But this is not a normal DSi. This is an iQue DSi, which, if you don't know, because most people know about the player, they know about this, but they don't really know much else about iQue. So they released a ton of different game consoles in China, obviously during that ban, and because that ban was on consoles and not handhelds, they could just release the Nintendo handhelds exactly how they were. Obviously, they changed the branding. I don't know if there was any specific reason or if it was just because this already existed, but I mean, aside from that, it is just a normal DS. There's nothing really special about it. This polarizer here is pretty scratched up, but thankfully that's... Oh wait, actually, it's a screen protector. Hold on. This actually got way better than I thought it was, because I thought I'd have to replace the polarizer, which is not the end of the world. But it looks like this is just a protector. I'm not gonna mess with that right now, but yeah, you can see that it is just a screen protector. That top one I think is just scratched though. Although maybe that might have... Oh no, that one has a protector also. I'll take that one off, because I'm not gonna be touching the top screen. Yeah, so I am gonna order some new protectors for this, just because, I mean, this is the most valuable DS I own. DSi, at least. There's no real difference to a normal one, aside from the back panel here. Inside it, I get an R4 card, which is really cool, because I've never actually had one of these. I wonder what games are on it. I guess we'll find that out. But I've never had an R4 card, so cool to kind of get a free one with this. Alright, let's turn it on. See, it comes up just like a normal DSi, but it says iQue there. Alright, it has some pictures on it. This one's just blurry, but let me go through and make sure there's nothing... I don't want to show, like, any pictures of someone's face or anything like that on a video, so... Okay, I figured out how to just wipe everything, so should be all good now. Let me check out what's on this R4 card, because it should just be a ton of ROMs. That's what I'd assume, but... some new Super Mario Bros. Art there. Yeah, it's just a bunch of ROMs. Actually, not even a bunch. There's just a few. So they must have put these on them. They must have just put these on there themselves. Let me actually... I'm gonna keep this. Oh, I probably shouldn't have taken out while I was in here. Let me put in a retail game. Just, these are region free as far as I know, but just to test it out. I'll get one for the GBA also. All right, let's do the GBA first because that's what I showed off first. So, got Metroid Fusion here. Boot it up. And yeah, it just boots. Like I said, GBAs are region free. There's, I can't think of any of them that have any type of region locking, so it'll just work like it should. But yeah, that 101 screen looks amazing, especially when I turn that brightness up. But yeah, the shell situation's a little unfortunate, but like I said, not the end of the world. I'm getting the original one shipped to me, so I'll just kind of swap that one out. It is black, so I shouldn't need to mess... Well, I guess the hinges have to come out anyway. But I think the buttons and everything will be fine. These are probably even the original ones, but I won't have to do anything that crazy to it. Grab my favorite DS game, and let's try out the iQue DSi. I'm pretty sure the iQue 3DS that came out was region lock. I think the DSi and everything is fine, although, I mean, it's possible that it has some type of weird region locking. So yeah, nothing's coming up. R4 comes up. It comes up as Atlantis Squarepantis, but yeah, maybe it is region locked, which definitely would be a little strange. Just because, I mean, DSs usually aren't, but I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, very strange. I did not know that was something that could even be done on a DSi. Yeah, I know this is an original cartridge and everything. I actually have a repro cart of Soul Silver, I think, so let me try that out. Soul Silver repro cart, very obvious. Is 13 or 18 or whatever that is marked there, which is not what the original ones look like. Pop that one in, and nothing. Oh, no, that just worked. I'll have to definitely do some research on this. That is a little strange. I mean, it would make sense that the repro would work. I mean, if the R4 works, they probably use a similar method of, not region unlocking, but you know what I mean, like to kind of trick it into thinking that it's an official cart. Let me try one other game. Maybe there's something weird in Pokemon Black too. Let's try the classic Mario 64 DS. This was the first game I ever got with my original DSi. Oh, that one worked. Huh, is there something wrong with my copy of Pokemon? Here's my original DSi, broken D-pad and all. Let me see what happens when I put that in there. So maybe the Pokemon games have some kind of weird region locking. I've never seen that before. Because yeah, it works perfectly fine in this one. Put it in this one. Nothing. But yeah, so that's about it for this video. Like I said, I still have a second iQue player and a iQue DS Lite. That's the one that was originally supposed to be in this video, but they ended up just not sending it to me. Those will probably be in a future video. I'll probably do kind of a part 2 to this. I do have another really cool, rare thing that I'm going to send, but I don't know when I'm going to do that because it's going to cost a lot of money. And it'll have to be sent completely separately, so I'll probably just make a video individually on that thing. But yeah, I'll probably make a video on the iQue stuff once I get the cable for it. I'll make a video on this once I get the shell to swap on, and I don't really know if there's much I can do with this here, but still pretty cool. Has the stylus too, which is nice. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and everything. Hit the subscribe button so you get notified when I release my part 2 to this, when I get the second iQue player, the DSi, and the shell for this. But yeah, guess I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.